If your 4Runner has a silver roof rack like this one right here, or maybe it doesn't have a roof rack at all and you want to change that, today we're going to be installing a black roof rail kit here from Yota Xpedition. So I want to mention this is not a complete roof rack kit. So if you guys already have a factory roof rack on your 4Runner, you're going to have to reuse your cross rails with this, and if you don't have a roof rack on your 4Runner, you're going to have to source those to make this a complete kit. But it does come with everything else you need. It comes with all the gaskets and it comes with all the bolts as well. When it comes to modifying your 4Runner, blacking out the chrome and silver is probably one of the most popular mods. So I'm excited to get the silver off of this 4Runner, get the black one on there and see how it looks. All right, so right here we have the entire kit that you're gonna get with the blackout rail kit from Yota Xpedition. Like I mentioned, it's gonna have everything you need except for those cross rails. So we have all the gaskets, we have all of the bolts, we have the caps, and then we have the rails. So when it comes to tools, you're not gonna need very much to get this job done. We have a plastic trim prying tool, we have a ratchet, a 12mm socket, and then we have the Allen key that is included in the kit. Difficulty of this job is going to be a 1 out of 3. This is a pretty easy job to get done, and it shouldn't take too long, no more than a half hour. So step 1, we're going to take this trim prying tool, we're going to get up there, pop off the caps from the factory roof rack, take those bolts out and pull the whole roof rack off. So we're going to take our trim prying tool and we're going to put it in between the rubber gasket that meets the roof and the plastic cap, like so. And then we are going to run the trim prying tool down the edge, and we'll hear 2 pops, 1 there, 2, and then we'll go ahead and do the same thing on the inside. Got this one off. You can see the 4 clips here holding it on. So with that one being off, we'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other 3. All right, next up, we're gonna take the socket and the ratchet and we're gonna get all the 12mm bolts removed. So each foot's gonna have 2 bolts. Go ahead and take all these bolts out. All right, so with all the bolts out of our way, just go ahead and pull up on this thing and get it broken free. And then just lift this off. All right, so we got the factory roof rack taken off. Now we have our ratchet and a T30 Torx bit. We have some Torx screws that we're gonna remove so that we can pull this off from the top and bottom. And then we can loosen this and pull out our cross rails. So now we're gonna take all the knobs and we're gonna loosen those, and that will allow us to slide these out and we can transfer these over to our new side rails. So if you want, you only need to take 2 of those feet out. You can leave these 2 in. We'll just slide this one down like so. All right, so with our factory roof rack disassembled, we got those cross rails that we need. We'll go ahead and start assembling the new one. All right, so we have our cross rails here on the table. We have them orientated correctly with the tie downs in the middle and the tightening knobs on the outside. So now we're gonna go ahead and get our new side rails. We're gonna get those slipped onto here, and then we'll get the front and back feet mounted on. So now we have one of our new rails here. These are also labeled. You can see this one's left, the other one will be labeled right. We'll go ahead and put this on the left side. So we'll go ahead and slip those in. We'll just get these snugged up so they aren't moving around. So if you take your factory side rail, it has some stickers on there and it shows you exactly where you want to put your cross rails so that you have minimum wind noise. So we're just going to hold this up to here and get our cross rail lined up and tightened down. So we're going to line the arrow up with the center of the bolts. So if you don't have the stickers on your factory one, we have this at 2 3/4, and we have the rear at roughly 6 1/8. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and prep the feet. To get those installed, we're going to take the foam gaskets and we're going to get that applied to the bottom here where it meets the roof. So go ahead and take one of our gaskets. These are held on with double-sided tape, so we'll go ahead and peel off the backing for that. We'll get that lined up and stuck on. All right, so we'll go ahead and repeat those steps on the other 3 feet, and then we'll get the feet bolted onto our side rails. All right, so we got all of our foam gaskets installed onto our feet, and we're gonna go ahead and get those slipped into the side rails and get those bolted on. The wider feet are gonna go towards the front. Bolt holes are gonna go towards the outside. So we'll go ahead and get those slipped in. And then we have some Allen screws. You're gonna use that Allen key and get those bolted in from the bottom. So now we'll go ahead and get those Allen screws in place. We'll get that tightened down. All right, so we got the feet mounted onto our side rails. Now we're gonna go ahead and install these rubber gaskets. So we have 2 for the front, 2 for the rear, and then we can go ahead and get this thing up in place. So you can see here we have 2 pins. They're gonna go in this hole, 2 pins here, go in that hole. That'll help hold it in place. All right, so at this point, we're ready to put the roof rack up onto the roof. I would clean the surface where these are gonna be sitting inside your roof rails. Also, it's up to you. If you wanna put a little bit of silicone around where the threads are, you can do that as well. All right, so with the roof cleaned and prepared, we'll go ahead and get this thing up in place. All right, go ahead and drop this over in place. Get it lined up. All right, so we got the roof rack up in place. When you set it up there, you want to make sure that the white plastic pins that are on your roof are lined up with the holes on the feet. And then we can go ahead and get our bolts assembled and get those installed. If you want to reuse your OEM ones, you can, but we supply brand new bolts with this kit. So we're going to take a bolt, flat washer, and then we have a rubber washer to help seal. We're going to go ahead and slip that on. So we have all of our bolts and washers assembled. There was some Loctite on those factory bolts, so I am going to go ahead and apply some to these before I install them. Go ahead and take our bolts, drop those in place, and we'll go ahead and get those tightened down. All right, so we got all of our bolts started. We made sure that all of those white pins were inside the holes of the feet, and now we're going to go ahead and get all of these snug down. So we're going to tighten these down nice and snug. We're going to get that rubber squished so we know we're making a good seal. Should be good. All right, so we got all of the feet tightened down. Last step is to get our covers on. So again, the wider ones are going to be for the front, the skinnier ones are going to be for the back. So you're just going to take this, get it in place, snap it down. All right, guys, that's going to be a wrap here on the blackout side rail kit for the 5th Gen 4Runner. If you guys have any questions about this, ask down below in the comments. And if you want to pick one of these up for your 5th Gen 4Runner, it's available at YotaXpedition.com. This is definitely looking way better than that factory silver one. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.